Today's sponsor is Loot Crate. For less than $20 a month, Loot Crate gives the geek in you a special treat every month. Loot Crate's a subscription box service with $40 worth of geek, gamer, and pop culture gear, collectibles, apparel, comics, etc. delivered to your mailbox every month. This month's theme is time, and quite appropriately, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of Back to the Future. In the month and year, Marty McFly travels to in Back to the Future Part 2. The timeless appeal of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and the timey-wimey charm of Doctor Who. You have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. So go to lootcrate.com/KFGames and enter code KFGames to save $3 on your new subscription today. Topic 3 of the day is we played Halo 5.
That we did.
Yeah. Me, Alfredo, and Kevin went down to Microsoft. We did a little bit of this little game called Halo 5, and it was very interesting. We did 3 different modes. We did campaign, we did arena, which is just multiplayer, and then Warzone. And we have Let's Plays of them going up all this week. I don't know when you're listening to this, but by the time you listen to this, everything will be up except for Warzone, which is the one thing we're not allowed to talk about.
Don't you talk about Warzone,
No.
son of a bitch.
No Warzone impressions yet. But if you want them, check them out on the Let's Play that goes live on the Monday, which would be September 20-something.
My question begins.
Yes.
How good was Alfredo? Did he school everybody else? Did he make everybody look like a fool? No?
He didn't.
No, so here's the thing, though. It's just like during this, I mean, they're still tweaking the aiming and stuff. It
I
felt
don't even
off.
know you anymore.
It
I don't
felt
even
off.
know you, Alfredo.
It felt
here's
really
what's
off.
interesting, and I really do think that it was less them fixing the game and tweaking stuff, and it was more just the situation in which we were playing. Like I think the TVs just weren't properly.
Some lags there.
There was lag. There was stuff because all the people we knew, Alfredo, and just other people that we knew from
Yeah, I
the
walked
industry that
over
were playing.
like Sean Finnegan. I was
everyone
like, hey, does this feel a little weird to you? He's like, yeah, I have
Wonder
to really
if the TVs were not in
concentrate.
game mode or something.
Maybe.
Like
I mean, that's kind of what it looked like watching him, because I was like shocked at watching Alfredo, and he wasn't just destroying. Because I've seen him
Even just playing campaign, I was like, my aim is what is happening right now.
Yeah, so it was interesting to see that be a little bit off, but I think it was just a little off.
Just
and
a tad
then,
bit.
despite the TV and excuses, because all we are doing right now is just making excuses, is really what I think it was is you've been playing Destiny. You've been playing all these other first-person shooters the last year. When's the last time you played Halo?
But it's been forever.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like Master Chief Collection last year, and that was like a false start, like, whatever.
Oh, it's
That's
the type
one
of
way to
thing
put
where
it.
like you
Yeah.
go over to your friend's house, like I have a monitor I play on, you know what I mean, and it's like you go to your friend's house and they have like this big TV, and all of a sudden it's like you kind of have to adjust to it.
Mhm.
That's the same thing, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's the other thing that I think is funny is like I was playing, and I was like, it's Halo. This
Yeah.
feels like Halo. This feels exactly like it's fine. But that's because I'm way more casual. You are like the elite of the elite when it comes to first-person shooters. Like you play them all for hours and hours and hours. So you know the differences. So it's funny that I think that stuff affects you more than it would affect most people.
Oh yeah. Sean and I were sitting there messing with our sensitivity for like hours.
Yeah,
Like,
just trying to make sure
figure
that,
out.
that it was right.
Yeah.
But the cool thing was it was Halo. And I think that just from watching a lot of it and from watching you play, I thought that it was impressive to see Halo finally next gen. Because this is the first next gen or whatever, this gen Halo game.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think from playing through the campaign?
I mean, the campaign off the bat, I was like, wow, this is the scale of the story seems just like, huge, right? And then on top of that, you're used to playing Halo games where, especially like way back in like H1, where it's like there was just Master Chief. Now there's like a team of Spartans. There's 2 teams of Spartans, and they're opposing each other, and just like, okay, this is kind of fresh. This is kind of new, right? You don't really see Spartans fighting Spartans. It's kind of weird. And then on top of that, they bring back Master Chief's team is like from the book Halo Fall of Reach. So it's like there's more to it. There's some depth there. But no, I mean, it seems like the campaign is just a much bigger scale. Like,
Yeah. I mean, we used to play it back in the day. We played a lot of Halo 1 and 2 specifically, and the campaign was always kind of my favorite part. And, and like I watched you and my other friends replay that through normal, heroic, legendary, and then legendary again and again and again, and the co-op. And like the Halo campaign and co-op and the difficulties, it's kind of unlike any other first-person shooter that I know of. Like that's an experience. People love that, and that is one of the key things that they're going into these Halo games for. It's not just the multiplayer.
Yeah. No, I'm hardcore MP, but like when I get Halo, I'm like, I gotta get to that story first.
Yeah.
Like first things first.
But what's cool about it is I remember playing through Halo 2 and there's that level where there's the big, like the scarab, I think it's called, which is like the like giant spider looking,
Yeah,
like,
which looks so
Covenant
small
thing.
compared to what you're looking at like now, like the ships and the vehicles and like the larger, I forgot what it was called, but
I
like
don't even know what the hell it
the
was
large
called, but it was like this
scarab-looking
giant mech thing. And what was cool is I remember in Halo 2 playing and being
Kraken,
like, oh my,
maybe? I don't know.
oh, it was the Kraken, yeah.
it was Kraken.
Being like, oh my god, like this is
It's
such a
just-
grand scale
yeah.
thing, and like holy shit. And then I remember in Halo 3, you fight it. Like
Yep.
there's like a boss fight with that thing, and it's like that's fucking cool. And then in the little bit that we saw of campaign in one of Locke's missions, you're going through, and then this giant Kraken thing comes
Yeah.
up, and it's just that it
The
reminded me.
scale is much larger in a Halo 5.
Yeah, it reminded me of Halo 2, of like that moment 10 years ago, being like, oh shit, this is crazy. And then on Master Chief's levels, it reminded me of Halo 1, where there's those moments where you're going through the corridors, and then all of a sudden you're in this much more open arena.
Yeah.
And the hunters come out. And there's these fucking big things. And there's that tense moment of like, damn, these guys look like they can fuck me up.
Yeah.
But then you know how to take them down. You just go behind, you shoot them in the little orange thing. And
But but that's the thing
done.
too, though.
They're
Like
asshole.
they changed the mechanics just a little bit. Like remember when I threw a nade, he like bounced it right back at me. And I was like, okay, well, like
I mean, that was awesome because they knew what they were doing. They knew that the people that are playing this game have played the
Yep.
other ones and have those
Exactly.
memories. So you walk in, you see the hunter, you see the arena, and you're like, I know how to do this. And then you go to do it, and then it's like,
exactly. At
'Cause
its
before
core,
you throw the plasma
yeah.
to distract him, then you shoot him in the back. But like he throws the grenade, the guy literally just fucking knocks the
Hunter just
grenade
knocks
away.
it out.
It
I was
was
like, what the fuck?
it's in one of the Let's Plays. You should check it out.
But I
It's
mean, no, I
hilarious.
mean it's Halo at its core, and then there's mechanics on top. You know, it's a layer of new mechanics on top of that, and it looks beautiful. Like I said, I had to get used to playing it on a different monitor, but like I had fun playing it. It was beautiful. Yeah.
So the multiplayer then.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Mm-hmm. MP, awesome. Like I don't know, like there's with the Halo community, there's always this thing where it's like I want I want Halo 2 multiplayer, like just give me that, and like you have the Master Chief Collection for that, and it works now, finally. But no, I mean like the new next gen like version of Halo is very interesting. It's very fast paced.
Yeah,
I think it's good. I think
sprints or what was that
yeah,
called?
there's sprint, like you can dash left and right now too, and you're mantling on top of everything. I don't know. It's the type of thing where I'm just like nowadays, you know, with like Call of Duty and the way all the other MPs are, they're just so fast paced. I think it's harder for most people who play hardcore FPS games to play games where you don't have a sprint, right? Or like you're not moving constantly and just as fast and like getting back into the action right away. So yeah, no, Halo 5 MP, very fast paced, and it's MP at its core. Like I said, it's just Halo at its core. The guns, like the BR shoots like the BR. Weapons seem very balanced. There's a new mode that a lot of people know about called Breakout, which is kind of like just 4v4 elimination. You kind of have that
cool.
like CS, like Counter-Strike type of feel to it.
Did you get to play that?
Yeah.
Was it as good as it sounds?
Yeah, I play a bunch of times. It's very intense. You have like it's like you're the last person left and there's like 3 people. I mean, like other games have done, you know what I mean, like elimination, but like having that in the Halo universe is nice.
Yeah.
No, I mean it plays well. I like it. MP, I'm gonna put a lot of hours into it.
I mean, okay, so I think the biggest question is now in 2015 we have so many first-person shooters. There's Destiny, there's Call of Duty, there's Battlefront coming out. Like, there's so much things competing for people's time and for first-person shooter fans' time. Do you think this is going to be one of those things like Titanfall or something that it kind of comes out and then people stop playing, or do you think that people will be playing this in a year? Because like the last game we really saw that with, correct me if I'm wrong, is Halo 3.
Yeah, I think after Halo 3, it Halo kind of just was released, and I felt like kind of dropped off pretty quick after that. I mean, it's Halo, so you know what you're gonna get. You know you're gonna get a solid campaign. You know you're gonna get good co-op, and you know you're gonna get like awesome multiplayer. In terms of whether I think people are gonna keep playing it over and over again, people still played the hell out of like previous Halo multiplayer games. I feel like if they have a good like ranking system, then yeah, that'll keep people around, you know, for even longer. And if 343 choose to support like they want to make it last longer, you know what I mean, put competitions and stuff like that. Like I played like Call of Duty for a little bit, but every time I watch a Call of Duty championship or something like that, I'm like, damn, I kind of want to get back into Call of Duty real quick and see, you know, play some, you know, like throw some tournaments out there, you know, every couple months, get people still kind of hyped about it, and I think it could, but it's up to them.
It's up to them.
Yeah.
I have two questions, not to be just two skeptical questions. As someone who doesn't, I haven't played Halo since Halo 2, and I like those games. But my first question is there skepticism in the community about 343's ability to deliver? Because Master Chief Collection was fucking botched, and I think that a lot of people. It reminds me a lot of Evolution with Drive Club, where it's like, I don't care how good the game is now, you really fucked that game up, and I'll never forget that Evolution did that. Like, and going forward, I'll always kind of not trust them because it took them literally a year to fix the game. So, and the same thing with 343, where they really just got the game running like many, many, many months after it came out and like working for everyone. So are you skeptical, and is there some skepticism within the Halo community that 343 is going to be able to deliver, because they certainly didn't deliver with Master Chief Collection?
I just feel like Master Chief Collection was more than they can actually chew. Like, there's just so much that goes into it. Like, the UI itself for the Master Chief Collection, although beautiful, like, that's a lot of work that goes into the UI in itself. It's campaign and multiplayer. It's 343 botched the hell out of like Master Chief Collection. I've played like maybe 10 hours of that. I'm not gonna ever go back, even though I love those games to death. I don't know. It's kind of thing where I feel like, how can you fuck this up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're not trying to put all these different games together and then remaster one and then try to make them work cohesively you know what I mean, with multiplayer maps all together, and like, I feel like there's less components, and so it's kind of like, I'm hoping.
They didn't fuck up 4.
Up. Yeah,
that's true. And 4. But this goes to my other question, and this is something that we've talked about on Colin and Greg Live, and maybe even on the show before. But I'm interested in Alfredo's impression of this. And this kind of goes to maybe what you were saying about platforms and like the resonance of Halo. Is it me, or do people not really seem to care about this game compared to the other Halo games? Because like I'm not involved in that community, but just working at IGN all those years, when a Halo game was coming out, it was an event, and it was a big deal, and people were really, really excited about it. And I've noticed almost a law of diminishing returns with this series since 343 took it over, where there doesn't seem to be this palpable excitement about this franchise anymore. Like, I'm wondering if Halo is kind of running its course, and if we might be seeing this series starting to wane. So I'm curious what you're, as a Halo fan, if that's accurate, because to me, as just an outside observer, the excitement, especially about Halo 3, was like through the roof.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I don't see it anymore.
You're gonna finish the fight, Colin. It was a big.
I don't see it anymore.
No, I mean, I don't see Halo as being something that's as big of a spectacle as it was before. And I think personally it's because of a couple of things. I think the Master Chief Collection, like, bad taste in people's mouths still. Like, that was a huge fuck up. Like, it was just unplayable for months, and it's just. Yeah, there's no excuse for that. And then on top of that, I just feel like it's the kind of thing where, in order, right, when a game comes out, it's kind of the core audience, right, like the people that are really, really into it, like that kind of like really like are the initial boost, right, for any kind of hype for the game. And I think that the core audience, like the really big Halo fans, just aren't excited, because it's just a weird thing. They just For a lot of hardcore Halo people, like, they're very much like sprints, like dashing, like, this isn't Halo, like, I know Halo. So like, there's all these new mechanics that a lot of people are just very hesitant to adopt. So I think that accompanied with the fact that the Master Chief Collection was such trash, I completely agree. Like, there's not just too much hype with it. Like, it all starts with your core fan base, and I don't feel like the Halo core fan base is that excited. I mean,
it's you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's the type of thing where you can just see it, right? You can see with like pro players, and like, I mean, there's Twitter now, right? So everyone has their opinions, and it's like every time like 343 is like, we have this new mechanic, everyone's like, no, like, why are you doing that?
It's not my Halo.
So I just feel like MCC was a terrible fucking it was just terrible. And then on top of that, like, there's so many new things that a lot of like hardcore Halo people are just kind of like, I don't really know if I want to adopt that. And so yeah, I don't think there's like much hype behind this game at all. Like, I'm a hardcore Halo fan, and I'm not sitting here like, fuck, give me this game. Yeah, I'm just like, when this game comes out, I'm gonna play the hell out of it. But when it comes out, it comes out. Like, I don't even remember the release date, October 23rd or something like
27th,
that.
not
27th.
23rd.
I don't think they have one yet.
I still don't have it.